Ah.
Yes. It is time. Hopefully I can actually remember the password.
For those who've been watching the various Advance Wars threads, back in the day, this was the Advance Wars for the Amiga.
And lo, it was good.
It was.
They made 3 of them. And then they actually lost hold of the franchise and went on to make Incubation for PC instead.
Oh god, Incubation. Yeah.
Is that some sort of porn game?
No.
Only if you get turned on by chestbursters.
Yeah.
How did you know?
Well, takes
We
all
all
sorts.
know.
Or what was that incredibly pithy one someone said to me? Oh, different strokes for different folks.
Our energy systems are maximum. That seems like a terrible place to have your front window. I mean, he can't actually see forwards through that. He's looking diagonally upwards, so all he can see is the sky.
Fly-by instruments, baby, he's that hardcore. Oh wait, when did this become the Tracy Mansion?
I don't remember us looking that green, though.
It was Pine Forest Planet. Meanwhile, on Chromos, the place that we just left.
I do like the silent movie feel of this.
Is eagerly awaited.
Of course it is.
What is with the constant spelling errors? I mean, I understand that it's actually really difficult to change animated text like this post factum, but why wouldn't you read through your script incredibly carefully before sending it off to the animators?
Is this old man from Krull? His forehead is actually incredibly shiny there. Quantum Squirrel, yeah.
Meanwhile, it's Darth Vader flying this, isn't it? I can see the outline of his helmet.
Whoa! Got it.
The very last level of Battle Isle. He had finally beaten the last starfighter. But then...
Okay.
Oh.
That's a
a bit of a
terrible house, by the
downgrade.
way.
Yeah, fourth wall breaking ahoy.
What?
Yeah, he has to start the game.
Wow.
Now this is how you do it. fuck this shit, I'm just gonna go play my Nintendo instead.
That's actually what I did back then.
Well,
That's what a lot of people did.
you could finish quite a lot of games while waiting for it to load, though. So,
One level of Super Mario World in between each loading screen, yeah.
one run through of A Link to the Past. In extreme cases.
Blue Byte.
I think I've still got this in Emperor of the Fading Sun somewhere.
That is a terrible logo, by the way. Absolutely terrible. Difficult to read. No real color coordination. Random diamond out of nowhere. It's really bad.
It's really 90s. Basically.
That it is, yes. That it is. Thorsten Knoop?
Of all names. Heiko.
Oh,
Well, as it turns out, Lurkcopter Robert Harris. We don't.
Right, enough of that.
honestly, with that Heiko guy with his last name, for a second there I thought it said instead
Yeah.
of Buttman, Buttman.
Yeah.
Batman.
I go
Alright,
for-
so, here's an interesting thing. If you pick start here, you're probably going to have to reboot your Amiga.
That's a nice feature.
Yes, because Battle Isle actually defaults to two-player mode.
Hmm.
You need to head into the options and let's see if I can remember where you actually go. Here. And input a specific level password to actually get to the first single-player level. That's how you actually access the single-player campaign.
That seems horribly unintuitive.
It is. It is also incredibly silly. And I also, for the life of me, can't actually remember the first password.
Well,
Do you want me to find them for you, Arthur?
I would appreciate that.
Battle Isle passwords. DJ Old Games.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Conra.
Ah, right, Conra. Oh yes, and I have to remember that this one uses a French keyboard.
Yeah.
Well,
There
it
we
was
go.
published by Ubisoft.
And it should also be noted that if you input an incorrect password, it resets to first. Let's see, alright, human computer, very good. And thus pressing start should bring us to the first versus AI battle.
Yeah, I never worked out why the Circus Lemmings had the laser.
What? What
It
are
just-
you talking about?
It popped up in the stream chat, just kind of...
Right, so do you remember that wonderful game we played 2 weeks ago, History Line? Well, this is basically exactly the same game. It's the same engine, and it has the same basic mechanics. But it does have some basic differences. First of all, this is a sci-fi game. And secondly, the game doesn't actually force you to, you know, switch to disc 7 every time you attack. Which pretty much, that alone makes it an infinitely better game in every way.
Oh. You have to love the disc switching mechanics and how... and the great choices for places to switch sometimes made. Wow.
Alright, there we go. Brrr. Brrr. And the screen doesn't move or change or anything.
They just want to show off.
Yeah, pretty much. Now we can't actually reach anyone else, so... straight to next turn we go. See history line? Isn't that a lot easier? I find that wipe effect really interesting though, because there's really not that much point in it. Especially not if you're going to do it every time, and then just hop right back to where you were. It just doesn't really make any sense. In any case, let's discuss Battle Isle a bit. It was basically a rather revolutionary game for its time. And it basically showed people that turn-based strategy could actually be rather quick and fun to play, which was unheard of at the time.
Pretty much. And really wise to move that one tank so far forward.
It's not really much that can happen, because everyone has a range of 1 anyway. He can't be flanked standing on the bridge.
Hmm.
In any case, I'm more interested in this guy here. Something thereabouts. And for those who weren't watching 2 weeks ago, I should probably explain the basic mechanics a bit. Basically, both players play at the same time, only you switch which sort of turn you're playing. You're either in the movement phase or the action phase. So you give different orders, basically. Oh, that went incredibly well, actually. Nice shooting, guys. We may well be on our way to wipe our first enemy unit here. And so we did. Nice work. The damage mechanics are a bit nonsensical though, but yeah.
As the infantry decimate the tanks.
Yeah, basically the random number generator is really big when in this thing, so half the time you have no idea what the hell is going on. Let's see, okay, we reached the enemy base and they're still setting up over here. Suits me nicely. Bringing in our big tanks now too. See if we can just... should be able to move you to a position where you can attack incoming enemy units while we still block this guy in. That would be handy. But yeah, Battle Isle was actually one of the best-selling games for the Amiga on its year of release, and all the Battle Isle games sold pretty damn well.
Yep.
Which made it even more bizarre when the company that originally came up with the idea then moved on to basically ruin all its chances and die.
To be fair, a lot of companies did that during that time.
That is very true. At least I'm not playing with the mouse, is all I'm saying. The mouse mode in this game was actually pretty terrible.
Worse.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible. Man,
Yeah,
narrowly managed to avoid that.
Honestly, I'm just glad that we don't have to keep swapping discs. Let's see.
Yeah, that is a pleasant change, isn't it? Oh, we're clearly making progress here. Right, the enemy is down 2 units. And somehow we are fighting on even ground using our light tanks against their heavies. No idea what's up with that.
They're heavy, but they're not particularly accurate.
I suppose. Actually, I just realized I don't need to move those guys at all, do I?
Nope.
They're perfectly fine where they are. Right, let's put this infantry on the mountain here for the defense bonus, and well, I think we're pretty much set, honestly.
Close too.
We should be good. Oh no, the enemy infantry is wiping out our tanks! Oh, we lost a unit.
Oh well. It's Battle Isle, plenty more where they came from.
Yeah, I was about to say. Can afford to throw away a few lives.
Of course, I don't believe there was a building mechanic in the early missions.
No, you do get, as you imply, building missions later on where you can deploy units. But in these first few missions, no. You basically have a certain amount of troops and that's what you get to play with.
And then in later missions, they really screw you.
Oh, yes. This game
I have
got
fond memories.
Yeah. Yeah, this game got 8-bit hard after a while, really.
Yep.
Complete bullshit where you're outnumbered 3-1 and they have terrain advantage and the game basically goes, well, you should be able to beat them.
I vaguely remember there was one gaming magazine which basically in their walkthrough for this game said,
holy
fuck
shit.
the last level.
Well, that was really impressive. Our tank unit just wiped out that infantry. Very nice.
Heavy tanks are a bit of a disadvantage, but that's okay, there's only 1 against 3.
Yeah, and that's the thing, basically. As long as you have superior firepower, you are pretty much set in this game. You're almost always guaranteed a certain amount of damage at least, no matter how depleted your unit is, so just keep flinging depleted units at them. Like this. And of course you can just send your infantry into the enemy base, which helps. Pew pew pew! Whoa! There goes my infantry.
Took out one tank, though, I think.
Yeah.
Not that it really matters all that much now that my infantry is claiming the enemy. Wait, what the heck do you look at? Are you a grey?
Whoa.
Or do you really just...
Oh, they're from the old school. Really big helmets.
It ain't sci-fi without
Big ass helmet mode activated.
That's how I know it's sci-fi.
I don't know,
Okay.
it could have possibly have been Dark Helmet from Spaceballs.
Whoa.
Over my
Okay.
helmets.
Well,
Why-
not really
why
over
did-
it, more like to the side of it.
Why did everything turn green?
Because victory is green. Or
Use insert disc 3 for the victory animation.
Yep.
No, really. This is why I loved my PC. It wasn't musically impressive, but I didn't
Oh, look
have
at
this
that.
shit.
Do. What the heck? Whoa.
That is a big helmet.
Yeah, and it clipped through the door frame.
yeah.
Magic helmet.
Clipping pre-made cutscenes.
Rating 265. Headquarters reports a new keyword. Face.
Face.
And I will just confirm that that is in fact, that is in fact the next single player level.
Yep. Because that's how it works. Beat single player levels and you progress. There's no linear campaign as such, you just continuously unlock passwords. Which of course meant that sometimes in the magazine that actually reviewed the game they would have a bit of a text box with
Yeah.
all the passwords in them, so you didn't actually have to play a level you didn't want to play ever.
Yeah, a lot of the magazine walkthroughs for the time just basically said, here's the level codes.
Load up the last level, beat your head against the wall for 10 hours. When you finally beat it, congratulations!
You win.
You are a great player.
Well, I actually like how one of the passwords, I think for level 14, is apparently the word never.
Yep.
You just know that had this been a modern game, it would have been like dicks and stuff. There would have been
Well, level 9 is magic.
magic.
Oh, yeah.
Level 13 is terror. And the final level, which I can tell you from experience is a bitch, is river.
That's nice. So,
River is the bane of your existence.
load up that one.
Rivers.
Apparently, from what I found, apparently there are 2 special passwords.
Let
Yeah,
me...
There, I think
Yeah, secret maps.
Yeah, secret maps.
Storm and Europe.